From Fox 5, this is The Noon.
Tis the season to sit outside, snack, and sip on some wine. Next at noon, Mandy Naglich, author of How to Taste, A Guide to Discovering Flavor and Savoring Life, is breaking down some of this year's top picnic trends. We're going to do the tasting and the snacking coming up. Stay tuned. When it is not raining, it's prime picnic season. It's a great time to sit outside with a bottle of wine and possibly some cheese and crackers. Joining us now to showcase some of the picture-perfect picnics is Mandy Naglich, author of How to Taste, A Guide to Discovering Flavor and Savoring Life. We love to savor life when it's beautiful outside with some wine and some snacks, Mandy.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much for being here.
Of course, I'm excited to be here and talk about these awesome wines for picnics.
Okay, so let's start with the first one then, because you're doing like picnics for different kinds of gatherings. What's the first one on your list?
So the first one, if we're doing a brunch picnic, we're going to go, this is the La Luca Prosecco.
Oh, beautiful.
Prosecco, obviously, with brunch, wonderful.
I was gonna say.
I talk about in the book how complementing flavors when you're pairing with food. So if you're doing things that are complementary, like a breakfast pastry, you're going to get, do you smell the little bit of like breadiness in there, the croissants? Really, my favorite pairing with this one is melon. Like if you can do a little melon yogurt parfait.
I don't know if I've had melon with Prosecco, but I can understand why you'd...
So this should bring forward, the La Luca has a lot of these like stone fruit flavors that I think the melon actually, do you feel them like elevating a little bit, right? And also it's great, anytime you have bubbles, that's gonna clean off your palate between bites. So if you're like, oh, I'll have a little croissant, little palate cleanser, little fruit, palate cleanser,
It is really interesting when you talk about how bubbly can just really cleanse your palate to taste food even differently.
Definitely, exactly.
I love that. Okay, so that's the brunch, and this is something we would be doing hopefully on a weekend.
Yes, hopefully in the morning.
When it doesn't rain.
And this is actually a little bit of a lower ABV wine as well. It's only 11%. So if you kind of have some things to do after brunch, you can have a couple glasses and still be okay.
You'll be fine.
But this is our after work picnic. So
I love this. I haven't heard about someone doing this after work picnic.
Right, but it's so nice because if you get out of work right now, you still have a couple hours of daylight for a couple more weeks. So this is going to be, you go to the grocery store, you kind of pick the pre-made sushi or like your little hummus spread, and we're going to do the Alverdi Pinot Grigio with this.
Lovely.
So this, you can just smell how bright and acidic it is, and it's going to go really nicely with like those light after work, something like a bright salad, some feta, little olives,
Okay, so how do we get the work friends to be like, all right, let's do this after work? Do we text thread? What are we doing?
We do the text thread and we say, look, all we have to do is go to the grocery store, grab and go. Like, we don't have to do a whole spread, This is an $11 bottle of wine.
Oh, great
It's
price.
also gorgeous because it has like this flower motif on it. And so I'm like, we'll do a little graham, guys. Come on.
It's a really good Pinot.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
This.
And our last one, this is date night, so you don't have to worry about the text because he should be setting it up and planning for you.
I like how you're like, he should be doing this.
We are not planning our own date night, but we will bring the wine. And this is really known in Italy as a food wine. The Viberti La Gaea, it's a Barbera from Alba.
Oh, I love a Barbera.
Yes, it's the secret. It has a little acidity, so in the summer when we're outside at our picnics, you can actually chill it a little bit, and that'll bring forward some of the sweetness in the wine.
That is really nice.
There's like a really nice floral note on this.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And then underneath is a little bit of earthiness, and that earthiness is going to go with your charcuteries, your richer foods. I talk about in the book, it's not like, is it red or is it white?
Yeah.
It's more, is the flavor intense or is it light? And so we're going intense foods, we're going intense wine.
Okay.
And secretly, this goes great with truffles. So if he's really going to show you off, summer truffle season's right now.
Do you think, in the book, do you talk about like nudging the boyfriend to plan the date night?
We just say, what goes right with this wine that I picked out is truffles, so I'll meet you there with the picnic.
I love this. Okay, so what inspired you to create this book and like actually give people an idea on how to picnic right?
I think people get a little scared about like what pairs, what do I have to bring, and I wanted to show how easy it is. Really, if you have a great wine and some light foods, you're gonna have a great time no matter what.
Absolutely.
People overthink these things, and it's summer. We can go outside, have a little bit of fun, and
this
really
is all
pair
you need.
flavors.
If you want to pair stuff, that's all you need.
Exactly.
All right, where can people get your book and find out more information about you?
You can get it anywhere books are sold, and I'm Drinks with Mandy on Instagram. So if you have questions about pairing, you can always come find me. I love to talk to people and get their picnics going.
Such great advice there. Okay, we got a couple good days of picnic weather, so make sure you get to it. Meanwhile, the